I know I'm like, I already got one kid in or whatever.
Mom, look at the back of his head.
Okay. Nothing's wrong with the back of his head. His head is fine. You know his mom, I like to separate, bring that hair down. We don't like that hair being separated like that. We care about what we look like. But, so, we're walking through my mom's basement, disregarding anything in the back. But, I know, get the door painting. I know, I know I got a 9-year-old and all, but after 9 years of having an infant, when I say it is hard as hell, shut the door, Peyton. Grab my door. It is hard getting out the house. It is hard getting out the house. I'm late going to get somebody. I don't even think I'm gonna make videos today, which I really wanted to work out, but I don't know if I'm gonna even get to work out because I have to do hair. 2.5 heads. I only say 2.5 because one is a toddler, so I may like take some pictures of that and put it up. Yeah, that's what I may do. I know I'm not going to record the process just because I'm not that good. Yeah, I should have pulled this little hair down. But look at them so they don't see the back of your little head. But I'll probably take some pictures of it and do that and post it because I do hair. I do a lot of things, I guess, when I can or when I need to. Oh, maybe I gotta put him in the car, honey. He can't breathe. Oh, wait, y'all. He is still a baby. He just big. Here, get your brother. Put his seatbelt on.
What are you doing?
Send him back.
What are you doing?
Get his seatbelt on. Stop. Get his seatbelt on. His bottle in the side. So, I probably put some of that up. I'm on my way to go grab 2 little kids. So that's why I said 2.5 heads. Because another a child. And then a little toddler. I really wanted to work out. So I'm hoping to get done with the girls' hair fast enough that before their mom gets off, I'll have time to go and work out. Because like I said, with this YouTube thing, I don't know what direction I want to go. But vlogging like my everyday life probably wouldn't be it. Just because I'll forget the whole YouTube thing and probably wouldn't do so good. Peyton said, hey y'all. But yeah, so I'll probably take another video or some pictures of their hair. I really want to work out today. I really started the YouTube page to motivate me, to make me want to work out, because I felt like if somebody was watching, maybe I would have to stay dedicated to it. Because this is kind of like my second go round since my gastric sleeve, which I said I'll talk about. So maybe I'll do that a little later if I don't get to go and do some outside working out. But I plan on making these kids go and run, even if that's all we do. We got the stroller in the back. We got keys. We got feet, so we can make it happen. But until later.
Hey guys, I want to tell you something. I'm going to make 3 videos. 3 kinds of videos. 1 to change lives, 1 to teach how to win against video games, and 1 to not embarrass yourself in front of girls.
I'm trying to work on my face because my family told me I be making faces. But kids are definitely kids. He made me forget, but we'll be back, I guess, with something later. Remember, because everybody say I gotta have a slogan, so remember, hugs and hands. That's all we want to tell y'all.
Bye.
So,
peace.
As you can see, it's pretty late. I got on just a little bit earlier just to pretty much say that I had some hair to do. So it would probably be very long and that I wasn't going to record the process, which I didn't. But after this first little clip, I'm going to go into showing you kind of the before and after of each hairstyle. I did 3 heads, an adult woman, her daughter, and her smallest toddler daughter. Their faces will be blurred, of course, but I did do the video. I did not do the process only because the process is long. We have kids, so trying to do hair And take care of kids is kind of a bit of a struggle when you have an infant and when you have and toddler running around, and then 2 9-year-olds who think they're grown. So that made it very difficult too, because we had to stop and go, but it got done. I am a little disappointed I didn't get to work out, but there's always tomorrow, the Lord willing. There's always tomorrow. So after this first clip right here, I'm going to go into showing you guys what I did to the hair of each person. And it'll be a before of the little girl, a after of the little girl, a before of the mom, and an after of the mom. And then you'll just see baby girl what her hair did. You just looked at the clip where you seen what I did to each person's hair. I do hair, not professionally, of course. I've never went to cosmetology school, but it's just one of those things that God blessed me to be able to do. So I did it, and I only do it, whenever someone asks, pretty much, because it's just not my career path that I want to choose. As you can see, the boys are still up, but in the next few snippets, you won't see the boys anymore because they're going to bed. And he's going to go quicker if he continues to make faces over here in the cut like I don't see him. But today has been a long day full of hair. So I hope you enjoy the hairstyles. Okay, so because I was doing hair today, I did not get a lot of footage, but I did get some footage of the kids playing and horsing around. So I'll be showing you guys that too. Check it out. One of my close cousins had given me a suggestion. She thought that maybe a good way to end my YouTube videos, whether it be about exercising, doing something with the kids or not, she just thought a good way to complete, the YouTube is to come to you guys and tell you guys something a little private or intimate, or just whatever I guess is on my heart at night, almost like in my cozy corner type thing. So I guess my first thing I will tell you guys about is one of the things I mentioned earlier in the video. We'll wind it back if you didn't see it, because you will see. Oh, and subscribe below. Subscribe. Tell your friends to come and subscribe. I know things are moving a little slow right now, but that's just because I'm just getting started. I was doing hair. I couldn't do any workout today, but I'm definitely gonna get it together, and it's definitely gonna be interesting to watch. But I guess the thing I'll talk about that I said earlier in the video was about my gastric sleeve surgery. Well, I got a gastric sleeve surgery, and here are my before and afters, so take a look. Okay, now let's talk about this gastric sleeve surgery. Well, basically what really actually prompted me to even do the gastric sleeve was the fact that I was having fertility issues. I was married, and me and my husband were trying to expand our family, and he went to see if it was him. I went to see if it was me. Kind of found out it was more me than it was him. So in efforts to give us more possibilities of being able to get pregnant, I considered the gastric sleeve. Before then, I have never been a fan of surgeries. Before then, I was fine with myself. As you can see in the before picture, honey, big or small, Paris had it all. But I'm just saying, okay, listen, I was just super fly with it. It didn't even matter. I was beautiful. I felt beautiful. You couldn't tell me that I was as big as I was until I actually went through my journey and seen for myself that, wow, you were big. But like I said, what prompted me to do the gastric sleeve surgery was the fact that I was trying to expand my family. So it wasn't that I thought I was too big. It wasn't that I cared that other people may thought I was big. It wasn't because I had a heart attack. It was more so along the lines that I wanted to expand my family. So when I made the decision to get the gastric sleeve, you know, you have family members that were against it. You have some that supported it. Some of my close family members were against it because they just didn't understand why you doing this, girl. You ain't got to do that, you know. But I wanted to ensure that the quality of my life was better. I wanted to ensure that I could make my family bigger. I wanted to be able to play with my kids and run and do all of this stuff. I wanted to do it. So in 2015, I started the process of getting your gastric sleeve. In order to get any kind of bariatric gastric surgery, whether it's the gastric sleeve, the what is the other one? The bypass, or they don't do the bands anymore, but they had the band. In order to do that type of stuff, it's a process. And when you go through that process, you have to have a psychological, you have to go to nutritionists, you have to try to lose weight, you can't gain weight. It's a lot of stipulations, and depending on your medical insurance determines how much your medical people are willing to provide. At the time, my husband is active duty military, so my insurance covered the entire thing. Like, so you know your girl had to jump on it. It's free. Oh, I'll take that. Give me that. So it was my understanding that with the gastric sleeve, it wasn't going to be easy. You had to do liquid diets. You had to basically start over as if you were him. So when I came home from my gastric sleeve, I was drinking medicine cup sizes of broth, water, Tylenol. That was the good stuff. What else? You went from liquid to puree to kind of chopped, I guess, to regular food. So it's a whole process. I'm willing to talk about that process as much as I can, but I just really want to talk about why I got the gastric surgery and what it did for me. Being that you just seen, if you didn't see it, rewind it back. But being that you just seen it previously, my before and my after, I look different now too because I've had a baby. So I got my gastric sleeve in 2016. Before my gastric sleeve, my highest weight was 284. I think the day of my surgery, it might have been 240 something. Up until I got pregnant, I was 180. So my gastric surgery did me some justice. It did me good. I know I probably looked smaller in the picture that I put, but I'm actually 180. I think it's just how my body is shaped and my height and everything that kind of makes me look smaller than what I am. He's asleep too, so I really need to go lay him down. But with my gastric sleeve, I loved it. My pros, I have plenty of pros. I am a gastric sleeve activist, honey. I will tell you to get it. If you want it, get it. Ain't nothing wrong with working out the hard way. Ain't nothing wrong with meal planning, dieting. That what works for you. If that what works for you, then do it. but that always didn't work for me. So getting the gastric sleeve helped me, because even though I went surgically to get 85% of my stomach removed, because that's what the gastric sleeve is, you get 85% of your stomach removed. So even though that is what I did to give me a head start, I still had to work out. I still had to eat right. And for real, it was probably harder for me than the average Joe who don't go and get surgery, because I did a liquid diet. I had to do a liquid diet. I had to do puree. I had to eat baby portions. My stomach won't allow anything but that. Here we are, what, 2 years later, 3 years later, and I can still eat 6 little chicken wings and be full. I don't even need no sides. Or I can eat a chicken sandwich and be full. One of the things I chose to do during my gastric sleeve process was I gave up pasta. I gave up bread. I gave up rice. I gave up all of that. So that really helped me. You know, it helped me to drop my weight. And for real, I'm trying to do it again, because after getting pregnant with him, I need to stop eating my bread, my rice, and my pasta, because I did pick it up. I did pick that back up after 3 years, and I didn't have that up until I got pregnant with him. I never ate any more bread. I never ate any more pasta. I never ate any more rice. But got pregnant, and whoop, there that went. But so here we are till today, 2019. So 3 years later. Right now I am post baby 3 months, and I think I'm like 193, which to me, my body, I can tell it mentally, psychologically. I don't know if people will agree or can understand, but in my mind, oh, I'm bigger than 193. In my mind, it's like, oh my God, I gotta lose some weight. I gotta lose some weight. I gotta lose some weight. So it's not that I don't think I have a bad addiction to wanting to lose the weight. I just know that I went through something drastic in order to have a better quality of life. So to just throw it away because I had a baby, that's not gonna work for me. And besides, I threw out all my big clothes. Now I got all these little clothes, and I'm not gonna buy no more clothes. So I'm gonna have to lose the weight. My baby is 3 months. I did breastfeed, which I think helped. I breastfed all the way up until now. He gets breastfed at night, but he takes bottles during the day, only because it's hard to get a babysitter when you breastfeed. So ladies, that's 100% in breastfeeding. Kudos to you, but it's hard to get a babysitter when your baby don't want to take a bottle. So we have transitioned into formula during the day, and I call it his nookie, his special stuff at night. But back to the gastric sleeve. So 2016 I had it. I got down to 180, which was my goal weight. My lowest weight that I have reached with the gastric sleeve is 175. I'm currently like 193. So my new goal, as you're going to see throughout my journey of vlogging or vlogging, because I'm new to this, as you will see throughout that new journey, hopefully you'll be able to see the results of my working out. I don't go to a trainer. I don't really meal plan. I could try, because I'm sure people will suggest it. I could try, but my main thing is I'm letting go starting today, tonight, which I didn't do it yesterday, so it probably started yesterday, but I'll officially say starting tonight, May the 1st, 2019. I think today the 1st. Yeah, I don't know what today is, but I officially will say today that no more bread, no more pasta, no more rice, no more chips. So those who do know me, do see me, help a sister out. If you see me doing it, help me out. Well, I'm going to wrap things up because I feel like this might have been a little long talking about the gastric sleeve. But if anybody have any questions, of course, I'm willing to talk more in detail and more in depth. But what I will say is the gastric sleeve worked for me. It was one of the best things I could have did for myself. I did end up having a baby. Voila, you see him. The only thing is now with having him is my boys are almost 10 years apart. So with dealing with that is on a whole nother level. We could talk about that a whole nother day. That's a whole nother experience. And yeah, that's a whole nother video, because this video will go on and on and on and on, because I can talk, y'all. I really can. So with that being said, I'll say good night. Talk to you later. I guess our little slogan will be hugs and hands. But tonight we want to give out hugs and not any hands. If you're going to give out a hand, let it be a helping hand. Night, y'all.